Hello, smelly, ugly, desperate, mouth-breathing wrestling fans. I am Adam Pacitti, your undisputed Cultaholic heavyweight champion. This is Tom from BBC Radio Newcastle, and we are here to give our Clash at the Castle predictions. Now, Tom, you're off to Wales. You're seeing the show live, yeah?
Yes, me, Sam, Andrew Owen, getting a full batter on the train there.
Wonderful.
And on the way back, and we might watch some wrestling in between. We're going to come see you and give you a kiss, Cardiff.
Don't pander.
Gonna kiss Cardiff, right then.
However, I'm stuck in Newcastle. I'm doing live reactions, but the belts will be on the line. First night, one belt goes on the line against you. Second night for All Out, second belt goes on the line against Andrew. So first question is, why are you still here? Second question is, which belt would you like to challenge for? We've got the little one or the big one.
Well, I am going to go for the big one because it's big, unwieldy, and no one likes it. I feel like I can resonate with that. Yeah, that's the one. I'm going to take that off you. I'm going to take that off for you in style. I want to just hold it
Thank you very much.
Hold it for a minute. You could kill an otter with that.
However, I'm not going to Cardiff, right? I'm going to go on a world tour of my own when this is all said and done.
Ooh.
So I'm going to defeat you on Saturday night. I'm going to defeat Andrew on Sunday night. And then I'm coming after every single wrestling YouTuber. So I'm going to come after all the big boys. Sean Ross Sapp, I'm coming after you. Louis Dangor, I'm coming after you. Wrestling News Now, I'm coming after you. I'm going to lay the smack down on each and every one of you. Those belts are going to be on the line.
That would be a bad day for anyone who watches WWE.
On with the predictions. First up, we have got a big 6-woman tag. We've got the good guys. We have got Bianca Belair, we've got Asuka, we've got Alexa Bliss taking on the bad guys. We've got Bayley, Io Sky, and Dakota Kai. Who have you got and why?
I'm picking the good guys. I'm picking Team Bianca Belair to win it. There's lots of little story elements that we've seen with, I think they're called Control. Or Damage Control.
Yeah.
They're not official. Control Alt Delete. We haven't given them a proper name yet. Something to do with Control. And I think a 3-count loss here for one of them is part of that story. Now, this either leads to a rematch down the line, or picture this, a post-match beatdown with Sasha Banks and Naomi making their run-in.
Then you've got 5 on one side, leading to a Survivor Series match between another. They've got to get another 2 up from NXT. It writes
itself.
Yeah, that's quite strong, isn't it?
That's why I think that the goodies are winning on this occasion. I have a feeling this will be the match that opens the entire show. I think a nice, good feeling, big babyface win to kick things off in Cardiff is a nice way to go. Who have you got and why?
I disagree. I think this is going to start off on a real sour note. No, I don't think this is going on first, which is why I'm going for the heels. Simply because Bayley, Dakota, Io, they're a new thing. It hasn't been quite as impactful as I think many of us thought it would be at this point. Considering the big return, the formation happening at SummerSlam, I thought they're going to come in and do massive things. This is a largely inconsequential match, isn't it? This is one that the heels should win because there's more to gain from the heels winning than having the baby faces win. And to me, it's as simple as that. And I do like your booking. I do like the idea of that leading to maybe a Survivor Series match between 5 and 5. However, I do think that Sasha and Naomi should be going after the women's tag titles. I think a lot of us expected to see them on Raw. That didn't happen. It might happen in Cardiff still, but I don't think it'll happen in this match.
Edge and Rey Mysterio roll back the years. They're facing the Judgment Days, Damian Priest and Finn Balor. Who you got and why?
Taking the bad boys here. This has got to be Judgment Days. It has. It's a nice little trip down memory lane, right? Edge, Rey Mysterio, they're going to have a right laugh together, they're going to be lovely, and they're going to get on, but they're going to come up short. And Finn especially deserves this win, and so does Damian Priest, but Finn should pick up the win here. He should pin Little Ray or something. And get it over and done with. He's seen it.
Little Ray.
And get it over and done with because, to be honest, Judgment Day, I know I've just talked about this, but they haven't been all that, have they? They started off so strong with Edge, and then it's been up and down, but largely down, I would suggest, with Finn Balor at the helm. So let's get things back on track and let's give them a big win against 2 WWE legends. Who you got and why?
I'm actually on the same side as you. I'm picking the Judgment Day to win. By the way, Damian Priest has played a blinder. They've done these BT Sport adverts with Damian Priest just hanging around in Wales, shouting at sheep, making Welsh cakes. It's brilliant.
Poor bloke.
Hey, come on! It's my heritage you're talking about there. But with the Judgment Day winning, I think, again, it has to be the case. But I predict we'll get a storyline element taking place that gets us there. I think this is the night that Dominic...
Oh, my God.
Gets over
every prediction video ever. Every time. We can't go one piece of predictions video without going, Dominic's going to turn. Dominic, it's never going to happen. He's a nice little boy. I'm jealous of him. Rhea Ripley, like that all the time. Yes, please.
If I had the opportunity to Rhea Ripley choke me out, I'd say yes faster than I could say Clan Fairpuff, Gilgi, Go Get It, Quan Double Cancilio, Go Go Go. But I think Dominic has the ultimate opportunity to do that.
It's Welsh. It's all silly.
Dominic has the opportunity here to join the dark side in a way, and that makes him like a sort of not a sympathetic heel, but certainly a heel nonetheless. Come on, his babyface run hasn't exactly flourished, has it?
It did at the beginning. No, it's been stagnant for a while.
Yeah.
I agree it needs something. I can't imagine booing a face like that.
Oh, I think everybody is desperate to boo a face like Dominic.
Look at his stupid little baby face. No, he can't do that. But the solution there is you give him
in that ladder match in 2005.
You give him a mask made out of Rhea's legs.
One could salivate on such a thing.
Am I getting cancelled? We're getting cancelled together.
Let's go out together, mate.
Next up, you've got two men with first names. Matt Riddle versus Seth Rollins. Seth Freakin Rollins, if we want to be specific about it. Who have you got on mine?
Nice to have the Matt back, by the way. Makes it feel more like a name as opposed to a song by Nick Kershaw. I'm picking Matt Riddle to do the win here. I think that they set this up on Raw very much with Matt as the sympathetic babyface to Seth Rollins, calling him out on Raw about his... Hey, your wife left you, lol. They've added that in the story. I think Riddle's got to win. I think they might have match of the night as well, you know.
I agree. I definitely agree
they've got the power to do it. I think this is a win that puts Matt Riddle just over the top. If there's any doubts about him being a top tier guy, I think they're removed when you beat Seth Rollins. I think you have him in that upper echelon from here.
You've exposed here some of the problems that I've got with Seth Rollins' booking as of late. So, I'm picking Rollins here. I'm going to agree with you on the fact that this is going to be match of the night. I'm going to add to that, I'm really, really glad that this is happening in Cardiff and it didn't happen at SummerSlam because I think the feud has got real heat now. But I think you capitalise on that heat and actually give Seth Rollins a bloody win for once because I'm fed up of Seth Rollins being the other guy. He makes everybody look good, but you do that for long enough and his value, it does. But I don't want to say it diminishes.
But I'm saying him lose to Riddle. You're saying him beat Riddle. But I don't think his stock falls either way.
He just keeps getting beat. He keeps getting. He's the guy that puts people over. And I know it's Seth Rollins. I know he's a former world champion. He's done everything absolutely. And I'm probably wrong in saying his value as stock diminishes a little bit. But you can't just have him lose. It's been like 2 years, hasn't it? It's been a long time. And Riddle can come back. There's enough fire in this feud for them to come back and have another match. And maybe Riddle wins the blow off or something like that. Just have Seth win for once.
I don't think that but then there's no stock lost in Rollins losing here. I think if Rollins was announced as a contender for the title, nobody would be upset after that.
No, you're right.
You know, Riddle.
I just want him to win, Tom.
I know
I'm trying to find a reason to. I want Seth Rollins to win a feud or at least a match on pay-per-view because it happens so rarely.
I know, but not tonight. Not on that night. On Saturday. It's not Saturday yet. It's Saturday in a minute.
Don't touch me.
I'll touch you all I want. The Intercontinental Championship on the line. It's Gunther facing the guy who could be about to become the ultimate
warrior.
I mean, you spoke to me. Either the Ultimate Warrior or the Ultimate Grand Slam Champion.
Grand Slam Champion.
In Sheamus. Who you got and why?
That'd be a nice moment, wouldn't it? Wouldn't that be a nice moment?
They're kind of setting it up. He showed a picture on Twitter of his cabinet with everything in but the Intercontinental title.
What a mark.
I know, right?
Tom, close your eyes. Close your eyes.
Okay.
Close your eyes.
Don't like this.
Tell you who I'm picking.
No!
I'm picking Gunther! Come on! And it's going to look just like that. Just like that. Who are you picking? Please don't boot me in the face.
Close your eyes. Close your eyes. Close your eyes. Close your eyes.
Oh, God.
Close your eyes. I'm picking Sheamus.
Why are you picking Sheamus?
No, I'm picking Gunther. I think as lovely as a moment as it would be, I think Gunther's been on a bit of a roll here.
Yeah.
I think they're setting up for at least one really big moment at Clash for the fans there. I don't think it's Sheamus winning the IC title, though.
Okay.
On this particular night. I think it'll be a banger. I don't think that Gunther's gonna... I think Gunther's having too much fun as IC champion right now.
He's too good. It feels like a bit of a waste. And I love Sheamus. Massive Sheamus fan. I will die on my heel. What's the expression?
It's a hill to die on.
Hill to die on. My hill to die on is that Sheamus is one of the best of the last 15 years.
Do you reckon?
Yeah, I think he's incredible. I love him, but it's not the time for him to win the IC title. I hope he does it eventually, because God knows he deserves it. He's one of the most consistently brilliant WWE superstars going. However, Gunther, when he does get beat, it should be somebody else, not Sheamus, at the moment.
For now, at least. For now.
Next up, the WWE SmackDown Women's title is on the line as Liv Morgan defends against that horrible Shayna Baszler. Who you got on why?
In Liv Morgan, we trust. I think that Liv is
It's in Wales.
See, it's a show in Wales. That's why we're saying Welsh things, sausages, and the Principality. I think that Liv Morgan will have a lot of love in Cardiff. I don't think that's the reason why, but I think they're doing this thing where they are slowly building Liv Morgan as more of a credible champion than she started as. It kind of happened very suddenly, and she had to kind of find her feet very quickly with Ronda Rousey. She's now facing Shayna Baszler. They did this great thing on, I think it was Raw this week, or it might have been a WWE.com exclusive, where they had Liv Morgan training with Riddle on how to counter the clutch and stuff like that, which I thought was a nice little touch.
Yeah, it's nice.
And I think this is all going to end up with Liv Morgan picking up a win over Shayna Baszler. I think we're going to get back to Ronda Rousey and Liv Morgan, but this is like a little Cardiff-flavoured pit stop on Liv Morgan's title reign. I think she's beating Shayna here. Who you got and why?
So, dirt sheet reports, right? They're going, we're going to get back to Ronda Rousey versus Liv Morgan. I'm not particularly fussed about seeing that, to be honest. I think there's more value in Shayna picking up the title here. She has been tremendously underutilised on the main roster. We all know how good she can be from her time in NXT. She's one of Triple H's gals, and I think a big win over Liv Morgan. Sure, it'll be... The really bad thing about this is that it means that Liv Morgan's title reign will have been a bit naff, but I'm ready for Shayna. I've been ready for Shayna for years now.
She's very much a trips one, isn't she? Mm-hmm. So you think maybe after this we do Shayna Rousey and have some fun with that?
Which I think is more interesting as a match. They've got history, come on. I don't want to see Liv and Rousey again. I'm not that bothered.
Ever again.
Ever.
I want to see them ever again. I hope they fall in a bin on the way home. For the undisputed WWE Universal Championship, it is the champion Roman Reigns against Wales' hometown hero, Scotland's Drew McIntyre. Who have you got and why?
Roman, who have you got and why? Don't you dare. Come on. Put me out my misery. Are you going to do it?
I think it's going to be. I think Drew's going to win.
No, you've actually done it.
I think Drew's going to win.
Lost the point there, pal.
I think I have. No,
okay.
The thing is, right, I am so tantalised by the idea of Roman beating Drew and being in the Principality, which we will be. I'll be physically in the Principality when all the oxygen leaves. Because I think it will be a palpable horror shock reaction to it, you know. But I think they're going to put Drew over the top with it. I think we'll have something whereby this is where the belts split off again. I think we're going to sort of, prize them apart like they're the Matrix and Transformers. But I think that you give Drew a win here. Maybe a slightly controversial one that ends up with the belts being split. I don't know. But I think Drew's winning. I think getting a big happy firework ending at the end of the night.
Right, Drew is the hottest that he's been in a long time. He's finally quite a cool guy.
His wife bought him a special suitcase. She went ages to go and get it in that video and her car broke down.
Roman Reigns has now
He put a picture of his mum on a chair. It's got to win.
Roman Reigns has now held one of those belts for 2 years.
2
2
years.
calendar years. There is nobody that Roman Reigns should be dropping it to if it's not Cody Rhodes. I'm of that opinion, and maybe people have forgotten about Cody Rhodes. I miss him. I love Drew. He's a former world champion. That's grand and everything. But the fact that you have got that opportunity in front of Drew's hometown crowd to, as you say, suck all the air out of the stadium. That's too good to pass up. That to me is Drew's had his moment. He had it at the Rumble. He had it at WrestleMania in front of nobody. That was grand, right?
Well done, you.
No, I'm right. I'm bored. I'm rambling here. I'm bored of Roman Reigns as well. But I think you stretch it out to get to Cody. I don't think you do it in Cardiff.
If the match was just for one of the belts, as you
I'd be going for Drew.
You'd be like, go for Drew.
100%. The fact that hasn't happened means that I've got to back Roman, and you're a fool not to. And how good is it going to be? All these suckers, right? They paid $2,000 for tickets, and then the last thing they see is yet again Roman Reigns with both his belts, and they go home to their £400 a night hotel rooms. That's fantastic. I love that. Big fan.
I can't help but feel like it as well, but come on, Drew.
You're meant to be nice.
He follows me on Twitter. I've got to be nice.
All right, is that what it is? Yeah. Anyway, right. One belt is on the line. The big boy is on the line on Saturday.
Hold it for longer.
Literally a hole in the floor. Literally put a hole in the floor.
Hello!
It's coming out your wages. Right, I've got to sort that now. So, that's it from me, your champion, Tom, your BBC News presenter. Not news.
Journalists are on strike today, it's not me. I just talk through songs sometimes, mate. You're doing live reactions.
Live reactions on Saturday. Live reactions on Sunday. You've also got, as always, what happened at WTF is going to be a couple of days later. I think it's Tuesday and Wednesday next week, but we got loads and loads coming up, including interviews, stuff on the street with you smelly lot. So if you see Tom, Sam, Andrew and Owen about, go and hassle them, bother them, shake the camera, do all that stuff. I give you permission. It's fine.
And then we'll be in a pub after the show. We don't know which one yet.
Yes, you're going to tweet that out, right?
Come and have we'll put it on, follow me on Twitter. We'll have a pint in the pub after. It'll be a lovely time.
There you go. If you
go to ICW as well. I'm just going to stay up all night. It's going to be a lovely time. Look, excited.
Yeah,
excited.
I'm in Newcastle. I'm just watching it on the laptop again.
You can have a lovely time.
I'm looking forward to it. Anyway, yeah, that's it from us. Cheers. Take care of yourselves. If you're going, have a really good one. But do wear deodorant. See you in a bit.